Ladies and gentlemen, UK Liz Truss steps down as UK Prime Minister. She has stepped down just 44 days in office, equivalent to about 6 weeks. And the Prime Minister has stepped down. And urge our President, William Samoei Ruto, to emulate Liz Truss and also step down. And let us have a leader who is ready to lead this country. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because since Liz Truss came to office, there has been political turmoil in the United Kingdom. Just like William Samoei Ruto, since he came to power, half of the country is not with him. In fact, more than half of the country is with Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Na hivi ndivyo ambavyo nafikiri anafaa kuangalia kile ambacho kimemfanya Liz Truss kung'atuka katika uongozi siku 44, yani wiki 6, majuma 6 peke yake, na ameamua kuachana na kazi ya kuwa Prime Minister. And there has been mounting pressure for her to resign. Just like there has been a mounting pressure for William Samoei Ruto, because many people believe that he not win the elections. But who are Africans? Africans better die in office than resign. And this was said by none other than the Kipir MP, the former majority leader of the 12th of the Parliament, Amos Kemunya. I better die than resign, after the man was actually associated with I think Royco hotel. Baada ya wizi wa hali ya juu sana, alisema ni heri afe kuliko kuachana na hatamu za uongozi. And it took the hand of Emilio Mwai Kibaki to force this man to resign. I believe that William Samoei Ruto need to resign. Just like the Conservative Party. You know, the Conservative Party is a party that is in power. And it has to be in party. It has to be in leadership for the next 5 years. And you remember, Liz Truss took over from Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson was the former mayor of London. And I think when you look at UK politics, you realize that London mayors usually become prime ministers. Maybe because of the fact that London is the capital city of UK. Na kile ambacho tunaona kwamba there are high stakes already. Na ni vizuri tuone kwamba kile ambacho Uingereza inataka ni stability. They need political stability, which is lacking. Because the dramatic resignation of the Prime Minister has left tongues wagging, has left many people wondering if Africa was to emulate this, how many presidents, how many prime ministers, how many political hands would remain in the office. Kwa sababu kile ambacho tunaona kwamba the party missplit, because when you look at what people are saying, there are some people, majority of people are saying that Boris Johnson should come back as a prime minister. And if this happens, what is likely to happen? We're likely to have a major split in the Conservative Party. Na Uingereza inaweza kujipata katika hali kubwa sana. The Britons are known to be very impatient. The Britons are known to be people who are very discriminatory. Wanajulikana kama watu ambao ni wabaguzi wa rangi, wabaguzi ambao wanabagua Afrika kule kwao. Ni watu ambao I think the attitude toward Africans is very negative. And what we know is that the Britain, or the Britons, are people who actually led the colonization of Africa. You remember the partition of Africa, the scab of Africa. They were in the forefront. And the Conservative have a mandate to give the Britons, to give the country a leader I think the next 7 days. We are expecting another prime minister. You remember Boris Johnson resigned because of COVID, kwa sababu huyu mtu alikuwa anaonekana katika karamu. He was seen in various parties. He could not even follow, he could not be able to adhere to the COVID-19 restrictions. Hili ni jambo kubwa limfanya aweze kung'atuka. But the big question that I'm asking, the big question that many people would ask, can African leaders emulate the Britons? Can African leaders emulate Boris Johnson? Can African leaders emulate Margaret Thatcher? Can they emulate Tony Blair? Can they emulate TRUSS? Kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba ni watu ambao ni kama inzi, na unajua inzi kufa juu ya kidonda si hasara. That is what we have in Africa. And the reason why I believe that William Samoei Ruto need to resign is because of the so many false promises. He needs to resign because almost the same number of days into the office, and he has not fulfilled most of the pledges that he made. I think the honorable thing for William Samoei Ruto would be to resign. The other thing is because of the poor turnout today at Uhuru Park. What happened today in the celebration room is that there was poor turnout. Watu wakojitokeza, na hili jambo bado naweza kukwambia kwamba huko pamoja na watu unajiuliza watu wako wapi when you expected almost a million people in the new park, lakini hutukuwa na watu wakijitokeza. The other thing I think that would make William Samoei Ruto resign is the skyrocketing of prices and goods, prices of various goods and commodities. Many people cannot afford to live. Many people cannot afford very meals on the table. Many people believe that Raila is their president. Even Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta himself believed that Raila is his president. This is enough to make a principled person to resign. This is enough to make William Samoei Ruto emulate UK Liz Truss and follow suit and resign. But can he resign? I doubt. If you're not subscribed to this channel, can you subscribe, like our video, comment, and let just me put 3 or 4 things why I believe William Samoei Ruto cannot resign like UK Liz Truss. The first thing is because this office comes with a lot of power, and Africans love power. Africans ni walevi wa mamlaka. The second reason is because of the money that comes in the office, the honor that comes in the office. Africans like to be worshipped like demigods. Ndio unapata wengine wakiitwa mtukufu, wengine wakipewa majina ambayo hata in fact you wonder whether they're human beings. Today as I was watching William Samoei Ruto, in fact what came to my mind when I saw the way vile ambavyo analidwa kama malaika, vile ambavyo unaona akipelekwa katika bustani ya Uhuru Park, you ask yourself so many questions. Where with a lot of money, where with a lot of resources, when the country is actually suffering, when the country is actually in ICU? Kwa sababu unaona watu wengi mifugo wanakufa, binadamu hawana chakula. People are dying of so many diseases, cancer, diabetes, name it. Yet we have a president who can afford such kind of lifestyle when the country is headed to the dogs. May this country emulate the Great Britain. May this country have people who are principled, people who put the interests of the country at heart, people who can say enough is enough. And that is my take. Guys, come on. the tallest man in Black Africa. Have a blessed night.